Hey guys, so today we have another review, and this is a review between two session IPAs. I previously did a video battle beers between Stone Go-To, Founders All Day, and Firestone Easy Jack, and that was a really fun experiment. So I'll post you guys to a link to that. These are two beers I've never had, so I thought I would put them side by side instead of throwing beers I've had into this. So this is Ballast Point's Even Keel Session IPA, coming in at 3.8%. I believe they've this has been brewed for a while, but they recently canned it and then also canned it as a session IPA. I believe it might have been a pale ale beforehand. This, on the other hand, is a relatively new beer, about a year old, of the brand. And this is Oskar Blues Pinner Throwback IPA. I have no clue what a throwback IPA is, but this one comes in at 3.8. This one comes in at 4.9. So 4.9 throwback IPA. That's a session IPA in my book. So let's dig into these. So this beer, by the way, comes in like pretty dark color for a session IPA. You got a little bit of like a kind of amber kind of color going on. Let's get the aroma. Big kind of grassiness, a little bit of herbaceous. I'm leaning towards a little bit of tropical in there, like a touch of it. But yeah, it smells dank, intense. Not for a session IPA, like intense, kind of like ripping, dank herbaceous stuff. And then just a little bit of like overly over-ripened tropical fruit. Cheers. Yeah. Interesting flavor. Follows on the palate with that kind of over-ripened tropical flavor. It almost tastes like spoiled fruit. That's almost a little stinky. And so that could be also a note of dank, but I get like overly ripe, like spoiled tropical fruit. It's got a little stinkiness behind it. And so that follows through with the dank quality. In the mid palate, it's a really light kind of crackery malt. Actually, a little bit of breadiness too. Yeah, you can tell by the color. There's some caramel malt in here. Yeah, a kiss of sweetness in the mid palate. Then on the back end, drying, bitter for a session IPA. Yeah, lingering kind of grassiness, more herbaceous quality. Pretty bitter for a session IPA. Yeah, pretty good stuff. 3.8. I wouldn't guess it's 3.8. I'd probably guess it's something like under 5%. Pretty good for 3.8. Very good mouthfeel. That breadiness does really make the beer seem a little bit higher than 3.8. So let's dig into this one. This beer comes in a nice like light orange kind of color. Really nice. Let's get the aroma on this. I get a white breadiness, a little bit of like citrus zest, a hint of tropical, not too aromatic. A general light kind of fruitiness, a little bit of like lemon, orange, hints of tropical coming through. Cheers. That's quite nice. Yeah, that's really nice. It tastes like watered down Eureka with Citra. If you guys know that beer from Treehouse. So up front, tropical flavors. You get this lingering kind of like hint of tropical flavors. It's not too juicy, so think of something like tropical air freshener. A little bit of peachiness, a little bit of mango, hints of passion fruit going on, but it's not like biting into the fruit. It's more like sort of smelling it and the essence of that kind of fruit lingering around. Grapefruit peel, a little bit of sweet yellow grapefruit / orange coming through. Not too sweet, not as sweet as this one. A light kind of white bready malt in the middle. Good amount of zestiness going on the back end. Really nice and soft, actually. Not bitter like this one. Soft, drying. Makes you want to drink more. Yeah, very good. Definitely has a lot of the characteristics I like in a session IPA or sort of a session blonde, like something like the Eureka. Again, tastes like a watered down version of the Eureka with Citra. It just doesn't have that creaminess, doesn't have explosive of a hop quality, but very much follows that kind of style and those characteristics that beer has. And that's, in my opinion, one of the best session beers. Quite nice. By the way, these beers are about a month fresh. Unfortunately, I don't think New York really gets these beers much fresher than that. But this one I like. Yeah, if I'm able to find this like even more fresh than I guess like 5-6 weeks fresh, or I guess wait, when is this? Yeah, this one's about 6 weeks fresh. Yeah, if I'm able to find it fresher, I would probably buy more. It's pretty good. For 4.9, really nice and flavorful. Good. They're definitely doing something different because it's a newer beer. This year beer is about a year old, so they're definitely using some hops that are a little bit more juicy and tropical, whereas this one is a little bit more traditional, a little bit more herbaceous and dank. So good stuff. Highly recommend the Oskar Blues Pinner if you want a session IPA because it really does have wonderful flavors. Definitely look for it fresh. They can date, and this is can dated. So until next time, guys, cheers. Oh yeah, as for rating. It's all right. Yeah, even for a session IPA, I don't know if I want to drink too much of that, but still pretty like good for 3.8. So let's go with an 80. Let's go with an 86 on this one. That's my kind of style. Not as bitter. Really nice. You almost get even a touch of like kind of creaminess, but it's the fruit coming through. Really nice and clean on the back end. Very nice. Yeah, really like it. 92. Yeah, let's go with the 93. I'm gonna be a little bit ambitious. That's how much I like it. 93 recommended. This is the Oskar Blues Pinner Throwback IPA. I'm not even a huge fan of the Oskar Blues Hoppy series, so this might be their best hoppy beer. So until next time, guys, cheers. Yeah, let me know what you think about some session IPAs. Let me know if you have any recommendations about which ones I should review. And again, I highly recommend that you check out my other battle beers between 3 other much more popular session IPAs. Until next time, guys, cheers. Later.